Hey crew, welcome back to the Maritime Room. I'm Joshua Wigwe, and today we're setting sail to uncover what it's really like to live and work on a ship for 6 long months at sea. From breathtaking sunsets to stormy nights, this is the untold truth of a seafarer's life.
Hello, and welcome. Today, we set sail on a journey of understanding. We are here to uncover what life is truly like for those who live and work upon the great ships that cross our oceans. For 6 long months at a time, their world is the vessel, and their horizon is the sea. Many are drawn to this life by powerful forces. Some seek adventure, a desire to see the world beyond their familiar shores. Others are guided by a more practical need, the promise of good pay and a strong currency, a way to build a better life for a family waiting far away. For a few, it is simply a continuation of a family tradition, a path walked by fathers and grandfathers before them. This vision holds a powerful allure. It speaks of escape, discovery, purpose, waking up in a new country, experiencing different cultures, earning a wage that can change one's circumstances. It is this dream that fills the maritime academies and sends thousands of young men and women out onto the waves each year. However, the reality of this life is far more complex and demanding than the dream suggests. The vibrant ports are often seen only for a fleeting few hours, sometimes just as a distant glow from the deck. The adventure is tempered by long periods of routine and repetition. The work is hard, the hours are long. Separation from loved ones is a constant, quiet ache. The real life of a seafarer is a story of immense discipline, resilience, a deep, unspoken understanding of the sea itself. A day on a ship begins before the world awakens. It often starts in the quiet darkness, with the first hint of dawn painting a soft line across the eastern horizon. For those on deck, this is a moment of profound peace. The air is clean, cool, and carries the scent of salt. The vast expanse of the ocean stretches out in every direction, a canvas of deep blues and purples. The crew gathers for the morning meeting, a ritual that sets the tone for the hours to come. The ship must be checked, its health assessed like that of a living creature. The day's work is methodical and precise. In the engine room, engineers check pressures, temperatures, fluid levels, listening for any change in the familiar hum. On the bridge, the navigation officer reviews charts, checks the radar for other vessels, and confirms the course. On deck, safety equipment is examined: lifeboats, fire hoses, and emergency gear. Meal times provide a vital punctuation to the day's rhythm. The mess room becomes a sanctuary. Here, the crew connects. Simple, plentiful food becomes comfort. Conversations and jokes let the pressures recede. The structure of life at sea is built around the watch system, a relentless 24-hour cycle. The ship's heartbeat, always alert, always moving, always safe. A common pattern is a 4 hours on, 8 hours off rotation, repeating day after day, week after week. At any moment, a third of the crew is on duty, a third resting, a third in personal time. This rigid structure governs when you eat, when you sleep, when you can talk to family. On the bridge, the officer of the watch, the lookout, their focus absolute, scanning the horizon, monitoring radar, making minute course adjustments. Down in the engine control room, engineers monitor the vast machinery, attuned to the slightest change in sound or vibration, ready to diagnose and fix. Meanwhile, the deck crew maintains the ship, painting, chipping rust, securing cargo. The transition between watches is crucial. The relieving officer arrives early, adapts to the dark, receives a detailed handover, position, weather, nearby vessels, captain's orders. Similar handovers occur in the engine room and elsewhere. Discipline that leaves no gaps in awareness. When a watch ends, relief. The body tired, the mind fatigued. Time for rest, food, a brief moment of personal freedom. The 8 hours off are punctuated by meals, a shower, prep for the next watch. Of all the challenges faced at sea, perhaps the most profound is homesickness. It lives in quiet moments between duties, magnified by slow, unreliable internet and time zones that turn a missed call into a heavy weight. Simple, everyday moments. A child's laughter, a shared meal, family milestones, pass with only a calendar to mark them. Monotony and repetition can press on the mind. Work, eat, sleep, repeat. Seafarers create variety, organizing movie nights, starting a fitness routine, finding solace in a good book. A good captain and officers know mental health matters, encouraging camaraderie and recreation. Friendships forged in isolation become incredibly strong. A listening ear, a shared joke, an unspoken understanding. These bonds testify to the human need for connection, even in the most remote places. In the shared laughter in the mess hall, the ship feels less distant from home. The sea is a force of incredible power, and every seafarer learns to respect its unpredictable nature. A storm at sea tests the nerve of even the most seasoned mariner. What felt immense in calm seas is tossed like a toy. Steel groans. The roar against the hull is deafening. On the bridge, watchkeepers work with heightened intensity, not fighting the storm, but working with it, guiding the ship through the waves. Simple tasks become monumental. Walking requires bracing. Sleep is often impossible. Beyond storms lies the slow creep of mental fatigue, relentless watches, lack of restorative sleep, constant machinery hum. Over months, the world shrinks to the ship. Days blur, quiet exhaustion. Small routines become vital anchors. Morning coffee, set exercise, a weekly call home. The mind is resilient but not unbreakable. Seafarers must spot burnout in themselves and shipmates. A kind word, an offer to help, a quiet conversation. Challenges at sea are rough weather and internal storms, fatigue, loneliness, the pressure of confinement. Yet through it, resolve hardens. The work continues, together. Despite the hardships, a life at sea offers rewards as deep as the ocean. Unique bonds formed by living, working, and relying on each other. Financial compensation, often in US dollars, can transform families. Education for children, a new home, security for parents. Every hard shift and lonely night becomes a contribution to a better future, a profound pride. Port calls, though brief, offer glimpses of the world, new foods, landmarks, and ways of life. On a ship, safety is not a guideline. It is the fundamental law. Prevention over reaction, embedded in every routine and procedure. Drills are rehearsals for survival, building muscle memory and composure for genuine crisis. No single person runs a ship. Trust, diligence, focus, a continuous chain of vigilance across days, weeks, months. The 6-month contract is a transformative journey. Month 1, excitement and novelty, routines learned, adventure alive. By months 3 and 4, steady rhythm, strong bonds but monotony, sharpens a quiet longing for home. Month 6, anticipation becomes physical. Pride in the journey, sadness at leaving the shipboard family. Shore leave, release. Reunion brings profound joy, sometimes tears, sometimes bone-deep happiness. The sea teaches power and respect, the language of sky and water, the harmony of machinery, and most of all, people. Life strips to essentials, revealing deep appreciation for simple joys. You learn disciplined work, team strength, and the quiet pride of an essential, often invisible job. Life at sea isn't easy, but for those who choose it, it's more than a job. It's a calling, a family, and an ocean full of lessons. If you enjoyed this voyage, make sure you subscribe and join our maritime crew. See you in the next one.